Hello everyone, let's go ahead and begin making Nerium Oleander today, and let's begin with the center part. So I'm taking this 1 centimeter white color gum paste with me, and I'm just going to dab some cornstarch here, and I'm going to roll it out. Once I'm done rolling, so what I'll do is I'm taking again this 1 centimeter star cutter with me. Okay, it's a plunger cutter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it this way, and then I'm simply going to remove it. So once I'm done with this, I'll keep the extra here. I'll take my ball tool and I'm just elongating these sides, the edges basically. So I'm just thinning them out and elongating them a bit. So what I get here is this. It's a tiny star. Now what we have to do next is I'm going to take the star and now please be careful watching this. I am going to make a cut this way on all these 5 sides. Now once I'm done doing these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply separate them from each other and just press it a little so that they are a little separated from one another. So this is what we get, and this is approximately just a little bigger than 1 centimeters. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my tissue paper and I'm just going to color it with blush pink. So once I'm done coloring, I'm going to take my 26 gauge wire, and this wire is approximately 8 centimeter for this particular flower. So what we will do is I'm going to take this white sugar paste and I'm taking like an approx of 2 centimeter ball, dipping the wire in my edible glue here. I'm simply going to insert the wire and lock this tiny ball here. Now we don't have to color this because for this part. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take this, put some edible glue here, and then I'm just going to insert it inside this. Okay, so I'm just putting some edible glue. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm simply going to push it inside. So this is what exactly what we were looking for. Let's begin making the petals of the flower. So I have this 1.5 centimeter round ball. I'm going to keep it here and make it in a teardrop shape. So basically this is something that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to press it simply from the sides. Okay, once I'm done pressing these, what I'm going to do is take my tandem ruler and I'm going to so this is something that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to grab my folding cutter. So this is the cutter that I'm using, and this particular cutter is 4 centimeters. So I'm going to keep it from the top and cut my petals. I'm going to remove it from this and I get something like this. Alright. Now what we have to do next is, grabbing my scissors, I am going to further cut these petals this way. Okay, so I'm cutting approximately 2 mm. You don't have to cut too much. So this is what I'm doing. So this is something that I get. Now taking my ball tool, how do I have to shape these petals is, we will be doing it only on one side. Like we will be moving our ball tool towards one side. Okay, so something like this, just towards the one side. So just towards, in one direction we have to move our ball tool so that we get the appropriate shape of the flower. So now once we are done with this, I'm going to make further small cuts here on the petal, like just little bit random cuts, so that this gives my flower a more natural look. And then I'm simply going to flatten from the point where I have made a few cuts. So this is how my flower looks like. Now what I'm going to do next is, I'm going to color these first, and then, so what we will do for the coloring part, I'm taking this blush color, so we need like real lighter shade of pink. So I'm taking a blush color, and what we have to do is it has to be darker on one side and lighter on one side to get the appropriate shade of the flower. So I'm just blending the color more. Keep blending it until you're satisfied with the flower color. So this is what I get. Now since we have already made the center portion of the flower, what we will do is we will go ahead and pierce this in the center part this way. Okay, so this is what I get. Now what we have to do is we have to further put some color in the center portion of the flower somewhere here. So this particular flower appears a little yellowish. So what I'll do is I'll simply grab my yellow color and take my brush, and what I have to do is I have to put a very little yellow color below this white color center. Okay, you can see a very light yellow here. Now the next part, what we have to do is we have to take a little bit of magenta, okay, and with a very thin brush, what we are going to do is we are going to make lines here. Okay, so you can watch it carefully. So from inside towards outside, my hand is shaking because I'm not keeping it stable. So this is how I made the lines. Now the top portion of the flower is complete. Let's go ahead and begin making the sepal part of the flower. Let's begin making the sepal part now. So for the sepal part, I'm taking this green gum paste, and this gum paste is approximately 1.5 centimeter round ball. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it out. I will be taking this 3 centimeter sepal cutter and I'm cutting it this way, and I'm going to remove the extra. So once I'm done doing this, what I'm going to do is, taking my ball tool, I'm simply going to thin out the sepals this way. Alright, so this is what I get. I'm just cutting it off a bit. I'm putting a little 1 or 2 small cut here, and I'm going to further thin out these. Now taking my flower, so this is my flower. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my edible glue, put my glue here, insert this from the back side, and I will go ahead and stick these sepals on the flower this way. So this is how my flower looks from the bottom. Now once I'm done doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my brush, okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm going to take my brush and little bit of color, and simply I'm going to put some color on the back side of the petal. Now I'm doing this so that the flower looks a little more realistic, and some of the pink blush color I'm putting it here. Now once I'm done doing this, I'm going to grab my floral tape and I'm going to put it here. Okay, so here is our beautiful flower ready, and I hope you have enjoyed watching the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and have a good day. Bye bye.